Planning a honeymoon or romantic escape to Thailand, but not sure where to go? Well, I've spent the last 6 years living and traveling all over Thailand, and I even had my own wedding and honeymoon here. Plus, I've helped countless couples plan their perfect romantic trip. In this video, I'll show you the secluded escapes far away from the crowds, the stunning luxury resorts that are actually worth splurging on, and unforgettable boat trips, tours, and experiences that you'll be talking about for years to come.
Oh, and by the way, I'm a professional travel planner specializing in Thailand travel. I've helped many couples plan honeymoons or romantic getaways to Thailand. And if you would like to work with me to help plan an unforgettable Thailand honeymoon without the stress, click the link below to find out more.
So most trips start in Bangkok, but let's be honest, not all parts of the city feel very romantic. There's the traffic, the noise, endless malls. It can be quite overwhelming. And that's not to mention the sprawling red light districts, which you don't want to be near on your honeymoon. Luckily, there is a quieter side to Bangkok, one with a much more peaceful and romantic vibe, as well as some of the best sights in the city. Bangkok's riverside is home to some of the most iconic sites in the city, including the famous Wat Arun, Grand Palace, and Wat Po. But it's also home to some stunning luxury resorts. What's more is it's also well connected to other parts of the city if you want to experience Bangkok's more hectic side too. So you're not too far away from the action. If you're looking for the most romantic place to stay, there are some excellent options. Many of the city's finest resorts like the Peninsula, Four Seasons, or Mandarin Oriental are all here. But for me, the best option for your honeymoon is a boutique resort directly across from Bangkok's most beautiful temple, Wat Arun. From your hotel room balcony, you can sit and watch the sun go down over the stunning temple, and there's no better view in the city. Riva Arun is the go-to romantic resort in Bangkok, but make sure you upgrade to a room that faces the river for the best views. If you're looking for something truly special to do at the Bangkok riverside, there are some excellent options with lots of restaurants and riverside views. But in my opinion, the most romantic would be a riverside cruise, but not just any cruise. There are lots of cruises that run on the Bangkok River with, let's say, varying quality. There are some that have more of a party vibe, some that have a big buffet and live music, but by far the best in the city takes place on a traditional teakwood boat and is famous for being one of the best meals in the city. This cruise will take you along the river to see both the modern and traditional side of Bangkok. This is called the Mahonra River Cruise, and it's by far the classiest river cruise in the city. But if you really want an amazing honeymoon, you need to escape. And that means heading somewhere far away from the tourist crowds, ideally in somewhere with lots of natural beauty. Tucked into the mountains of northern Thailand is a place that still feels like a secret. No big hotels, no traffic, no noise, just nature. This place is all about the dramatic mountain views and quiet village life. The main attraction is the mountain itself, a massive limestone peak that towers over the valley. On clear mornings, it makes for an absolutely stunning view. You'll find natural hot springs, peaceful mountain temples, and if you're feeling more adventurous, you can explore the mountain's kilometers-long cave system. This is the town of Chiang Rai, and it's about an hour's drive away from Chiang Rai, but much less explored. If you're gonna stay here, you need to stay somewhere with a view of the mountain, and I've got the perfect place. Yatika Boutique Resort is one of the most beautiful places to stay in Thailand. As you wake up, you can watch the mist around the mountain evaporate, and from your hotel's garden, you can sit and stare at the beautiful mountain all day long. If you upgrade to the penthouse room, you can also admire the mountain in your own private hot tub. The best way to explore the area is by bicycle, and there's nothing more romantic than a ride through the countryside, stopping at the area's many coffee shops all along the way. But if you're looking for honeymoon photos that really stand out, the kind you actually want to show your grandkids one day, there's no better place than this next spot, known for having some of the most visually striking temples in Thailand. First is the White Temple, or Wat Rong Kun, an all-white glass-covered structure that sparkles in the sunlight and looks like it's been pulled from a fantasy film. It's one of the most iconic backdrops in the country. Then there's the Blue Temple, or Wat Rong Serten, with deep sapphire walls and glowing gold trim. This has intricate murals inside, and it's the perfect contrast to the all-white temple. And there's no better spot to watch the sun go down than over the towering Guanyin statue that lies on the outskirts of the city and overlooks the hills. They're some of the most beautiful temples in the country, and they're fascinating in their own right to visit, but they'll also complement your beach photos from your trip. This is the town of Chiang Rai, and beyond the temples, the countryside is just as impressive. It has rolling hills, tea plantations, and towering mountains. And tucked up in the hills near the border with Laos and Myanmar is one of Thailand's most exclusive and best hotels. But that's if you would even call it a hotel. This is not your typical luxury resort. Rather than an actual building, each room here has its own tented campsite in the jungle. Each tent is perched on a hillside with views over the jungle and the Rak River. But each campsite has an outdoor bathtub, a private deck, and total privacy. This is the Four Seasons tented Golden Triangle, and one of the highlights here is getting to spend time with the elephants that freely roam outside of the campsite. There are viewing decks within your room and the restaurant, so you can wake up in the morning and watch these elephants roam freely. This would be an unforgettable way to spend any honeymoon. As a travel advisor, we have access to special hotel benefits for many of the top hotels around Thailand. So by working with us, you not only get access to the best rates, but you
You also get other advantages such as resort credit, spa treatment, and room upgrades.
Now to the beaches. When people think of romantic beaches in Thailand, they often head straight to the islands, but some of the most stunning scenery is actually on the mainland. And the next location is famous for its towering limestone cliffs, hidden lagoons, and having one of the best beaches in the country. The landscapes of Krabby are some of the most beautiful beach destinations in the world. And there's one beach that truly stands out. Tucked between towering cliffs and only accessible by boat, Rai Beach isn't technically an island, but it feels like one. There are no roads, no cars, and no giant resorts. Just soft sand and jungle-covered cliffs. To be clear though, this isn't off the beaten path. This is one of the most iconic and popular beaches in the country, during the day at least. But that's why it's worth it to stay here, so you can experience one of the most beautiful beaches in the world without the crowds. Most boats heading back to Ao Nang leave before sunset, so in the evenings and the mornings you have one of the most beautiful places in the world all to yourself. But that's not all. Rai is home to another of Thailand's best resorts in Rayavadi. What makes this hotel stand out is that it's surrounded by 3 beaches in Rai Beach, Rai East, and Phra Nang Beach. This hotel has everything from jungle trails to private pool villas. It's not uncommon here to see dusky leaf monkeys jumping through the trees, but what also makes Krabby the perfect honeymoon location is that it's home to some of the most stunning boat tours in the country. The nearby Hong Islands are some of the most picturesque in the country, where you can explore the Emerald Lagoon, the Hong Island viewpoints, as well as its beautiful beaches. If you're looking for the ultimate honeymoon boat experience, consider upgrading to a luxury longtail boat. These private boats are beautifully decorated and they often come with a bottle of champagne and snacks, and most importantly, they'll take you to a quiet, secluded beach where you can enjoy lunch far from the crowds. It'll also help you to add to that special honeymoon photo collection because it's just a more scenic and beautiful boat. But if you're after the classic honeymoon experience with palm trees, ocean views, and luxury resorts, Koh Samui is hard to beat. It's one of Thailand's most developed islands, but that's not a bad thing. In fact, for honeymooners, it means you get the best of both worlds. You got beautiful beaches, lush jungle, and waterfalls to explore during the day, then fine dining, beach bars, and spa treatments waiting when you get back. And compared to smaller islands, Samoy has more variety, so it has everything you could ever need. There are easily at least 20 resorts on Samoy that would be perfect for a honeymoon. Some are tucked away on private beaches where you'll hardly see another guest, but one of the best things about Samoy is its nightlife. It's not so much a wild party place. It's a bit more polished with great beachside resorts, fancy cocktail bars, and stunning fire shows. So it's important to stay somewhere where you can really enjoy it. The Anantara Boat Put is an iconic Samoy hotel made famous as one of the filming locations for The White Lotus. It sits directly on Boat Put Beach, just a short walk away from night markets and seaside restaurants. The grounds are beautiful. It has lush gardens and a long beachfront pool, and rooms that feel modern without being over the top. Just a short walk from the resort is Fisherman's Village, one of the best spots on the island for a romantic evening out. It's a beachfront strip filled with boutique shops, cocktail bars, and beachfront restaurants. You can have dinner right on the sand, watch the sun go down, and then head over to one of the most popular spots on the beach, Coco Tams, which is famous for having one of the biggest and best fire shows in the whole country. Let's end with what might be the ultimate honeymoon escape. Completely off the grid, surrounded by nature, and set in one of the most breathtaking places in Thailand. Khao Sok National Park is often described as the highlight of people's entire trip, and that's without a beach in sight. What makes it so special is how remote and peaceful it feels. You'll stay in a floating hotel in the middle of the lake with mountains on all sides, no phone signal and no distractions. Just you and your partner and the sounds of the rainforest. The journey there is part of the experience. You'll board a long-tail boat and glide across Chowan Lake, passing towering casts that rise straight from the water. If you're lucky, you might spot monkeys swinging in the trees, hornbills soaring overhead, or even elephants bathing along the shore. And if you really want to experience the lake in the best way possible, there's one place that takes it to another level: 500 Rai Floating Resort. Right in the heart of the lake, this resort offers several room types, but for couples, the honeymoon suite is the one to book. It comes with a private deck, direct access to the water, and even its own plunge pool built right into the lake. You can swim straight from your balcony in the morning, watch the sunset from the pool in the evening, and fall asleep to the sounds of the jungle at night. Your stay also includes additional boat trips around the lake, and watching the sunrise here with the mist rolling over the water and cliffs glowing in the early light is one of the most peaceful and surreal moments you'll have anywhere in Thailand. But now that you know the key destinations, you need to learn how to put it all together. Check out this video here for the ultimate 2-week Thailand itinerary with day-by-day breakdowns of all the best things to do for more ideas that you can just copy.
And if you want to get started on planning your dream Thailand romantic getaway, click the link in the description box below.